Alright, you guys, first YouTube video, very cool. So I just pieced together exercises from my arm day today, and just took one set of each so you guys can see how I trained arms today. First exercise we did, use the dip machine. Love using this to start off. Really warms up the elbows and shoulders. Um, Totally under control, where I can really feel the tricep extend. Stretch and then squeeze on the way down. You can see I hold it for a good second or two on the bottom, really activating the muscle, really feeling the tricep squeeze, and just try to get some blood pumped in there and get nice and warmed up. I did 5 sets of this, starting with 15, dropping it down to the last set to 8. The next exercise we did was some preacher curls. Again, old school. Can't be preacher curls for biceps. I take it a step further and I get my hips off the bench. I really try to not use anything but my biceps to bring this up. A lot of times if I'm sitting, I feel like I'm crunching, I'm using my shoulders, my chest, trying to bring it up if I go really heavy. And it's great, it looks cool, you're lifting heavy, but you're really not targeting the muscle properly. So take my hips, bring them off the bench, really focus on just squeezing the biceps. With this, again, started with 5 sets here. Started with 15, and then again worked my way down to last set of doing 8, upping the weight a little bit each time as we went. Second tricep exercise is some behind the head extensions. I really love these because I feel such a great stretch. Don't have to go super heavy. I know for some people these bother their elbows. I would never do this first for arms, especially for triceps. I would always do this in the second or later in the workout after your arms and everything are warmed up, muscles are loose, joints are loose. So again, same rep range. Did that pretty much for all my working exercises. Today started with 15, worked my way down to 8, and knocked out 5 sets of this. Again, totally controlled, squeezing the muscle, just feeling a good stretch. Moving on to the second bicep exercise, we racked out some alternating curls, but did 2 different ones. So we alternated a twisting curl with a across the chest hammer curl. So again, not a lot of rocking happening, trying to stay as upright as possible as I'm bringing these weights up so I can put all the tension into the correct muscles, which obviously are the biceps for this exercise. Again, rather than doing 2 different exercises separately, sometimes, it's cool and more effective just to put them together. So kind of working the bicep 2 different ways in one exercise. So pop these 2 together. Feel a great burn. Again, since I'm alternating, I count 1 rep doing 1 of each. So I tried to do 20 reps, and then went down to 18, 16, 14, and then 12 for my last one. Again, tough exercise. Definitely a lot of burning happening, but gotta make those biceps grow. So definitely recommend it. All right, now we're getting back to triceps again. Third exercise, doing some push downs, but from a little different angle, 2 ways. So here, backed away from the machine a little bit, so the tension is coming more at an angle away from me. It's a little different feel on the muscle as I'm squeezing it down. Again, very stationary, not rocking, trying to keep a nice angle of my back as I'm pushing this weight down. And again, on the bottom, when I'm squeezing, trying to really feel the muscles contract for a couple seconds. Now you can see I move forward, got a little closer to it, weight's more on top of me, where I'm really pushing down on it, and then again get a nice second or 2 squeeze on the bottom. Really trying to just feel those triceps work, not trying to feel it anywhere else. Get a little bit of shoulder, a little bit of chest, just trying to stabilize the weight, but definitely trying to target the tris as much as possible there. All right, back to biceps. Alternating, again, 2 bicep exercises, just a normal barbell curl with a drag curl. But this time, instead of using barbell, jumped in the cable machine they have there. It's a very versatile machine. Put a little bar through it, and letting it rip here. So we got our curls outside, curls inside. So I try to bring the weight away from my body as I curl it up, and then I keep the weight close to my body as I curl it up. Again, just 2 different ways to target the biceps. Trying to lengthen them as much as possible, shorten them as much as possible, just get a nice pump. Okay, really work on the muscle. Now, last two exercises are just for the burn. Just really trying to get as much blood pumped into there as possible. So for triceps, my finishing exercise today was just these bent over extensions, okay, with the cable. So just grab the ball on the cable and then get my back nice and flat, contract my shoulder blades together, and then really try to just feel that elbow stay right next to my body as I stretch my tricep and I squeeze my tricep. You can see already starting to get some lines coming in, even though I'm still way away from show date, 15 weeks out, but you know, really happy with how I'm looking and the conditioning that I'm at for 15 weeks. Burnout for biceps, use the hammer strength curl, and then just did again one arm, sit sideways on the machines, opens up the chest and shoulders a little bit, and got great finishing exercise. Don't need to put on a lot of weight, and as you can tell here, when I bring that to the top, I'm really just trying to get a nice hold, nice squeeze, and again trying to pump as much blood into there as possible. You know, last exercise usually, whatever day I do, is just try to really pump a lot of blood into the muscle, try to expand and stretch the muscle as much as possible. You know, they talk about FST training. It's basically, you know, fascia stretching training, which is trying to get as much blood pumped in there as possible. So single arm, knock out the right arm first, knock out the left arm here, and then that was it. After this, just did a few ab exercises and called it a day. So tomorrow, be training back, and we will put together a back video for you, and it should be posted, I believe, on Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below. Otherwise, totally like my video. Thank you.